Chosen one, listen carefully. What looks like a trap is actually a test, and what feels like danger is in fact divine direction. The enemy wants you to believe you are walking in a failure, but God says this is your breakthrough moment. This Sunday is not like any other Sunday. It carries the weight of destiny. Heaven itself leans in to pour into your life everything you've been waiting for. Every prayer, every hope, every preparation is aligning right now. This is the big Sunday that shifts your entire path. Do not fear the setup, because the setup is your step up. What was meant to ensnare, you will instead reveal your strength. What they designed as a trap will become your testimony. On this day, your story turns, your destiny opens, and your name is written in places it has never been spoken before. Chosen one, you have been noticed. You have been prepared. And this Sunday proves what heaven has already declared. You are unstoppable. This message is not only for your ears, it is also for your spirit, your heart, and your future. So stay with me through to the very end. It's all about you. Additionally, provide the number 777 in your best wishes in the comment section. Sending your frequency into the cosmos to make your dreams come true is more than simply writing. It's an act of harmony and agreement. You are invigorating the cosmos each time you speak those words. You are embracing the transformation that Sunday has brought into your life and announcing that your blessings have arrived. Allow your desires to come true. Allow your light to shine and see how heaven reacts to your candor. Select one now. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. The Great Sunday, a sign from God. A significant day in your life is the Big Sunday. It symbolizes the transition from the darkness of uncertainty to the light of understanding, from the lack of resources of the past to the plenty of the future. Your frequency will change on this day, and doors that no one could ever shut will be unlocked. Because the chosen one, yes, you, needed this affirmation, this turning point, this unquestionable contact with destiny. This is the day that heaven has been whispering about, and that creation itself has been waiting for. Even though you were unaware of its imminence, you had a gut feeling that something bigger and more potent was approaching. You now understand that this was what you had been waiting for all along as the Big Sunday approaches. This is not a typical day. You see, picked one. You sense the change while others go about their lives as if nothing has changed. You sense the novelty. You feel the breakthrough. Your spirit has been tuned to the frequency of heaven, which explains why. Your sacrifices, tears, and prayers have created an altar that has at last drawn heavenly fire. This is why everything changes on a Big Sunday. On this day, the invisible becomes visible, promises emerge, and long-awaited things come to pass. It is the miraculous solution to all of the nights you questioned if it would ever happen to you. The solution is here today. Indeed, that is taking place. It's your turn, really. It's your Sunday indeed. Picture entering a new season with formerly shut doors suddenly standing wide open in front of you. Imagine the riches, connections, possibilities, and benefits that have been swirling about in the spiritual world suddenly coming down to you in material form. The purpose of the Big Sunday is to remind you that waiting does not equate to forgetting, that struggle does not equate to failure, and that delay does not equate to denial. Your narrative has changed, and everything that is related to you has to line up with your breakthrough. This Sunday is a reset, a heavenly declaration. There will be no option but to see the indisputable proof that something supernatural has impacted your life, even if they doubted you, believed you were done, or counted you out. An identity discovery. The Big Sunday, chosen one, is about identity as much as blessings. The cosmos is reminding you of your true self. It's possible that you've been bearing the burden of other people's restrictions, labels, and views for far too long. However, this day exposes your actual self and takes off those masks. This Sunday sends a strong message to your soul. You are more than your past experiences, other people's opinions of you, and your faults. You are anointed, ordained, and selected for this precise moment. Not only does the Big Sunday offer benefits, but it also gives bravery, clarity, and insight. You will notice that things start to pick up speed from this day on. It is the day you finally look at yourself and say, yes, I see it now. This is who I am meant to be. Things that formerly took years will now be completed in months. It now takes weeks to complete tasks that formerly took months. And today, events that used to take weeks will happen in a matter of days. When God chooses to transform your life, He does it in ways that make it obvious that He did it. This is why the Big Sunday has a supernatural acceleration that entails unexpected chances, quick discoveries, and remarkable transformations. It implies unexpected phone calls, approvals for which you are not eligible, and benefits that come to you even when you didn't look for them. This Sunday marks the start of unquestionably positive changes in your life. Write Amen to feel the peace of the angels and show your support with a super thank you up to $20. The force of acceleration. For this, you have been ready. Every hardship, every failure, and every night of loneliness wasn't in vain. Training was what it was. It was getting ready. It was making you stronger right now, because you need to be prepared to deal with the consequences when the Big Sunday comes. Blessings are more than simply presents. They are obligations, stages, and chances to increase your inner light. You went through what you did for that reason. That's why it was so difficult. You couldn't stop even if you wanted to because of this. Because you knew in your heart that the Big Sunday was approaching. And now it has come at last. Pick one, look up, let your heart expand, and enjoy today. The Sunday that changed your life is this one. On your sake, heaven touched earth on this Sunday. This Sunday will be remembered as the day your tale was changed, your destiny confirmed, and your blessings unlocked, rather than as an average Sunday. It is here for you. The Big Sunday has come, the start of a novel reality. Now that the Big Sunday has come, choose one. Additionally, it has an unstoppable momentum as its brightness expands throughout your existence. What started out as a whisper in your heart has grown into a powerful statement for the whole cosmos. It's your turn now. Everything that is associated with you must now react to this greater alignment as you are standing in the aftermath of a divine choice. The Big Sunday didn't just happen. It left an imprint on you, gave your path meaning, and changed the cadence of your days forever. This is the truth of your new season, not just a passing emotion. From this point on, you will notice a change in the way opportunities remember your name before you ever reach them, in the way doors open for you, and in the way life greets you. Recognize that the Great Sunday was more than a single event as you enter this new consciousness. It was a trigger, the start of a series of events that would affect every aspect of your life. You may sense it already. Your vision is sharper, your confidence has increased, and your energy has altered. You no longer feel as heavy as you did before since fate has given you new life. Divine alignment does this. It clears away the haze of uncertainty and replaces it with such acute clarity that you stop doubting your direction. You are aware of this. Your spirit senses the confirmation. You may feel the unseen hand confidently and powerfully guiding you. Furthermore, this progressive motion is intentional rather than haphazard. Along with benefits, the Big Sunday also revealed a roadmap. It revealed secret avenues, dormant connections, and opportunities that were just waiting for the appropriate time to present themselves. Watch now as life starts to plan miraculous encounters, with the right people coming your way, the right opportunities coming your way, and the right doors opening at the right moment. These aren't random occurrences. They serve as proof that you are living in a new world. You are carried by the spirit of the Great Sunday to locations where you were previously unknown but will now be acknowledged. It attracts abundance, favor, and riches to you. You will now start to find what you formerly sought. Write Amen to feel the peace of the angels and show your support with a super thank you up to $20. The new you. Here's the potent reality. However, it's not simply about blessings from outside sources. It has to do with changing oneself. The Big Sunday changed you, not just your environment. In this new environment, your old uncertainties, anxieties, and insecurities that formerly held you back cannot endure. Here, they are powerless. Like mist in the morning light, they have been burned away this Sunday. Now that you know you have been selected for more, You walk with a new poise, a new bravery, and an unwavering confidence. Because of this, others may see you and fail to recognize the changes that have occurred. They may not know how to describe it, but they will sense something different about you. That's because it's a metamorphosis rather than just a shift. It is proof that you are living according to the divine promise of today rather than the circumstances of yesterday. If you're the chosen one, know that acceleration will become your new normal as you go through this season. When something that seemed delayed unexpectedly comes together fast, don't be shocked. Do not be surprised when opportunities you never imagined coming your way, when resources show up out of the blue, or when you're followed into rooms you only ever dreamed about. Your tale has been altered by the Big Sunday. It also brings with it a heavenly speed that defies rational explanation. When heaven determines it's your time, this is what occurs. You will soon see what you have been waiting years for. Today, things that were inconceivable yesterday will seem normal. This is how your new existence is flowing supernaturally. I should also remind you that this is just the beginning. The finale was not the Big Sunday. It was the first part of a longer narrative. Not the sunset, but the morning. There are still levels of blessings to be unlocked, waves of plenty to come, and peaks of influence to reach. Every action you do from now on will verify that the pivotal Sunday was the turning point in your life. Have faith in the process as you go, because this energy is just becoming stronger. Embrace the gifts and keep your mind open. Everything that started that day will keep reverberating, becoming deeper and broader, affecting every aspect of your life until there is no denying that you have changed. A different reality. This is the Great Sunday's power. It's not limited to a single day. It endures inside you. It will reverberate through your decisions, behaviors, relationships, and innovations. It will leave its mark on you wherever you go. The radiance, self-assurance, and unwavering delight that come from knowing that heaven has touched your life will also be seen to people around you. You have been selected. You are in the driver's seat. Furthermore, the reality you are living in will only continue to demonstrate itself in more profound ways. Now that the Big Sunday has come, choose one, and you start to see the extent of the ripple effect as you become more grounded in the reality of what this day has sparked. This was hardly a singularly fortunate day. Everything that no longer belonged to you was shaken free, creating a foundation for the magnificence that is emerging. It was a spiritual earthquake. You could sense it right now. Relationships are changing. Your perspective is growing. And since they are unable to withstand the intensity of this breakthrough, previously closed doors are shaking on their hinges. There is more to the Big Sunday than just an announcement. It is a covenant, a moment of commitment that guarantees your journey toward prosperity, triumph, and spiritual fulfillment will never be the same. Clarity is the first indication of this change. Confusion starts to dissipate like leaves from an old tree on the Big Sunday. You are no longer controlled by the haze of ambiguity, the questions of when and how, or the uncertainties about whether you are traveling the correct path. Rather, a constant understanding rises from inside you. This is what it means to live according to the timetable of heaven. Things that previously made no sense now suddenly make sense. The design of the delays starts to emerge. The strength they gave you is shown by the setbacks. You see how everything that seemed random at one point was really planned for this very time. Understanding comes on the Big Sunday. Peace follows understanding, and strength follows peace. This is a force that cannot be disregarded, a tranquility that cannot be disturbed. It's not only your inner world that's changing, chosen one. It is also your outward reality. Observe how quickly life starts reacting to the fresh vitality you possess. You'll get various looks from people who don't even know why. You won't need to actively seek for opportunities. They will come to you. Your surroundings have been imbued with favor, making things that formerly seemed impossible appear now feasible. Heaven's method of resetting the dynamics in your life so that everything related to you must now work in your favor was the Big Sunday. Even the challenges that used to be barriers will start to serve as stepping stones, leading you upward and bringing you one step closer to your goal. The thing that resisted you will now help you. You will now be empowered by what formerly depleted you. You have entered this new phase of your life. The way that the Big Sunday redefines who you are is what makes it so beautiful. You could have been carrying unspoken responsibilities and felt ignored, underappreciated, and underestimated before to this day. However, the incorrect meanings that others attempted to impose on you have been removed by this day. You are no longer constrained by the constraints others have placed on you or by the labels of your past. This day serves as a reminder that you are exceptional, predestined, and selected. It is impossible to deny the fresh energy and presence that the Great Sunday has given you. People will now notice you because of this. Why? Without even attempting, you will enter rooms and demand attention. You have the unmistakable air of someone who has been touched by fate, the shine of metamorphosis. Furthermore, we must not ignore the acceleration that accompanies this time. You are now cramming into a shorter season what you formerly believed would take a lifetime to accomplish. The huge Sunday moves with the pace of God. It moves in accordance with divine decision rather than human timescales. That entails unexpected approvals, breakthroughs, and amazing transformations. It implies that you will get by grace what others have worked for years to achieve. It implies that resources will come to you easily, since the frequency at which you already operate draws provision with ease. You are now in the air, and the Great Sunday served as a launch pad. You were made for this altitude, so believe it even if the elevation may seem lightheaded at times. This ascent was intended for your spirit. Right, amen, to feel the peace of the angels and show your support with a super thank you up to $20. If you are chosen, be ready to be recognized. Those who have been loyal in the background are highlighted on the Big Sunday. You went through periods of obscurity during which your abilities and worth were disregarded. This Sunday, however, changes that story. The world has to see you now. Your talents can no longer be kept quiet. Your presence is now unavoidable. You're being placed in locations that will not only acknowledge, but also celebrate your brightness. This acknowledgement isn't for your pride. It serves your mission because when others see you, they see proof of the power of divine alignment. You turn into a living example of change and a beacon of hope, faith, and opportunity for others. The burden of duty also comes with a Big Sunday. Big stewardship accompanies big blessings. You're being lifted for more reasons than simply yourself. For people who are close to you, you're being elevated. Others will be lifted by your ascent. Not simply you will benefit from your blessings. Your platform will be utilized to shatter bonds, change atmospheres, and change lives. This explains why the path to this point was so difficult. Because you are carrying more than just your fate. You are bearing the fate of others who will be freed by your discovery. The Big Sunday ensured that you were ready for this, that you were strong, intelligent, and modest enough to manage the task at hand. This is the Big Sunday's legacy. You weren't the only one blessed. It altered you. Your vibration rose, your vision became clearer, your spirit became stronger, and your destiny became in alignment. You can't return to your former self from here. You can't compromise on your destiny from this point on. Your life will inevitably grow from this point on in ways you can't even fathom now. You were marked by this Sunday, the Sunday that made you change. It was the Sunday that prevented you from ever being tiny again. The Big Sunday has come and gone, and its reverberation is unabated. With each second that goes by, it becomes louder, stronger, and more indisputable. This was no day to just let you go. This was a heavenly sign, a permanent reminder engraved in your narrative that life must react to you in a different way going ahead. Your entry into a season of glory was announced on the Big Sunday. Now that you have changed and become the chosen one with the fire of destiny inside you, the world itself has to adapt to you. You won't just remember that day. That day changed the way the universe deals with you. Nothing in your surroundings can regard you as if you were the same person you were before this Sunday. The momentous Sunday was more than just a watershed. A gateway was what it was. It provided access to a life that was before just a fantasy, but is now a reality. You only witnessed hints, sporadic indications, and confirmations prior to this day. However, This day united them into a single, distinct image. All of your losses, rejections, and setbacks served as preparation for this very time rather than as punishment. What used to hurt now makes sense. What seemed to be delayed has turned out to be exactly on time, and what was formerly unclear seems aligned.